Okay, so first let us clear the screen. For clearing the screen, but before, let me increase the view size also. So we go to graphical user interface, and then we increase the font size to say to 14 or 16. So that will look, this is the sample text, this is showing the size in which you will see the sample, and then you click on OK. Now when you click on OK, then this command comes like this, the interface looks like this. Now you want to clear the screen, so Control L. So Control L will clear the screen and bring you to the first command prompt. So let us have some data so that we can draw the bar diagram. So let us start with this, that we have a variable, say let me call it capital X equal to C, and then we have the values like we have 13, we have 12, we have 17, and we have 19. So these are the values 13, 12, 17, 19, and then close the bracket and then press enter. So the data, these are 4 values of X. Now suppose these are the corona deaths which has taken place in 4 countries in a particular day. So now the corona thoda purana ho gaya, abhi Ukraine war is current. But anyway, so let us do with this. So this is bar plot, and then we have this X. Here, these are the corona deaths. We draw X, we get a bar diagram here. You see this bar diagram, nothing is there. I don't understand what is this 13, 12, and 19 and 17, what values they represent. But we have a bar diagram. You see there is no y-axis here. So y-axis is there, x-axis is not there. Many problems are there in this graph. For example, y-axis is shorter than the tallest bar. It is so we don't understand, we don't have a reference line. This is not a wrong graph, but the thing is that the reference line is not there. So this is not a good thing to do. Okay, now suppose these three, there are 4 countries corresponding to which these deaths are registered. Now I want to name the countries, so I define another variable. Say I call the variable y, and then I call it C. And now since these are name of the countries, so I have to put the inverted comma, either single or double inverted commas. So this is, say, China, and then we have Bangladesh, and then we have, say, India, and then we have Pakistan. So y equal to, so these are the 4 countries corresponding to which we have the data. So this is how we name them. When we name them, we actually put them within the quotes, and then we press enter. Once we press enter, it comes down here, and then we have to write the command once again. So I write like this. So I press the top arrow button in the keyboard and get back to my previous command, that bar plot. Now what I want is that I want the name of the countries to appear below that. So I write X, and then I give a comma, and then I write names dot argument arg equal to y. So this will take the names of the countries as argument and put under y. So let us see how it works. We press enter, and now you see the graph is redrawn, and we have now China, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, which appears below the bars. So now I know these bars representing which bar is representing what. Now after drawing the bar plot, now I want my x axis and y axis. I want my levels for x axis and y axis. So what I do, I write once again this thing, and then after that I give the comma, and then yesterday also we have done, if you remember, x lab, lab, lab means x level. So it is level, not level, it's level. X lab, and x lab is countries. And then we have y lab. Y lab we have there, suppose we give the name number of corona deaths on corona deaths. Corona deaths in a particular day. Okay, so you may give the date also, no problem. But that should appear in the main. This is main command. Corona deaths in different countries. On, say, give a date 3/3/2020. 2001. So suppose this is the number of corona deaths in different countries in 3/3/2001. So this is the diagram. Now I shall get x-axis, y-axis and the title. All the titles I will get. So I click it and then go to the next command prompt, and now you see corona deaths. So the spelling mistake. So this has been carried forward here in different countries as on 3/3/2000 or 2001. No. At that time there was no corona. I want to make correction. So what I do is that I go back to this one, enlarge this window, and then just repeat this command. Just press the top arrow, so I get it back. The same command I get it back. Don't press enter. Make some corrections like corona deaths. Here I want to make correction DEATHS deaths, corona deaths in different countries as on 3/3/2021. Okay. Now press enter. We see the graph once again. We shorten it out and we see this. Yeah, now it is fine. That corona deaths have appeared in y-axis title, countries have appeared in the x-axis title, and then we have these graphs. We have their corona deaths in different countries on 3/3/2021. Fine. So this is the title we have. Now let us go and get some color also. So for that I write the command once again. I don't want this gray colored. I write COL equal to within double quotes or single quotes blue. Enter. So we get the graph. We minimize this to see the graph. So you see, we get the graph, but all of them are in blue color. And now I want different colors for these different bars. So I use another command. Say here, I come back here. So I have to declare some color. So what I do, I give a variable name and let the name be color, COLOR, or you may give UR also, no problem, as you wish. And then we give C. So it will take a series, and then we tell red. This will be a small letter. Then we tell green. Because first one is China. China is a communist country. Their color is red. And Bangladesh color is, it is green. Then we have India. India, so there are so many colors, so better to take the jersey color of India, that is blue. And then we take this Pakistan once again. Let me have green, but a little bit different green. Let us see if light green works. If this name is available in R, then this will color light green, otherwise error message will come. So let me try this light green, and then what I do, I come to this here, press the top arrow 2 times to get the previous command, and instead of color we write color equal to color, COLOR, color. It's the same name of the variable. You see, this color COLOR is the name of the variable which I have written here. If you have written it C1, capital C1, then there I should write col equal to C1, but here I have written col equal to color, and then we press enter. Now let us see what happens to the bar diagram. Now you see, very nicely it has understood light green and it has color. So Pakistan is light green, Bangladesh is this green, this is the green color, perfect green color, this is perfect red, and this is perfect blue. So this is how we have got the diagram. But now some more changes are still required. Any doubt about this till this stage? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
That quotes are names, not arguments. What does that?
Names arguments means here I have taken the names of the countries. So these names arguments, y means under y-axis, in y-axis this should these names as arguments should appear in the y-axis, because bar diagram is not a graph, it is a diagram, but that's why we call it as bar diagram. Though here it is name is bar plot, but what is the official name? Bar diagram. Diagram means there may not be two axes. When you speak about graph, there will be two axes, x-axis, y-axis. But when you speak about the diagram, there will be either no axis or one axis, not two axes. So in bar diagram, we have one y-axis and x-axis. Actually, along the x-axis, there are no values, but we take the different names, different categories. So here my categories are arguments. Here my arguments are actually name of the countries, which we have stored in capital Y. And that's why names dot arg means argument equal to y. If you name this y1, then here you have to write y1. If you name this as w, then here you have to write w. That means under each bar, these names will appear one by one. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. Now you see, let us have the color also I am having. Now let us have the bar with different colors, that also we have. Now we want a legend, because in the graph, what is a legend? Legend, you will see there is a small box where it tells that this color represent this country, that color represent this country. So these type of things are called as a legend. Now if you want a legend, then you have to write like this, that legend, legend. This is the legend in the graph, and then you give the place where. So you look at the graph and find out a nice place where you can. So this is one place where we can put it, because this side is already occupied. Nowhere you can put legend. Here also it does not look a nice place. Only place is here. Let me see if it overlaps with some other thing. I will check it out and try to make some corrections. But let us start at least. So we go to the command prompt, and there we write legend. We give the position as top left. You can give like top left, top right, like this. Top left, quotes over, top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, middle. All these things you can give. Then which one is your Y? That means name of the country should come. And then CEX equal to 1.0. This is the font size. Means CEX 1.0, that is the normal font size. If you want more than the normal font size, then you can start with 1.1, 1.2. You can go up to 2. You can come down to 0.5 also. That will make the this one smaller. Let us first draw and see what happens in this, and then comma fill equal to color. This color is the name of the variable. So since the name of the variable is color, that's why we have this. So legend equal to top left, then Y, and CEX equal to 1.0, and then fill color, and then press enter. So let us see what changes it has brought. You see here it has given very nicely. It has placed the legend. Arey wah! You see legend is very nice. If you want that, no, इतना बड़ा legend कैसे खराब लग रहा है, थोड़ा और छोटा करना चाहिए, कोई बात नहीं. Then you go once again with this. Once again you come back to the command prompt, and there you give the legend. Say I make it 0.6. So it will be a smaller legend, but it will create a problem. What problem it will create? It will overwrite the previous legend. Not means wrap the previous legend, but look at the peculiar thing that will happen in this case. You see both the legend, a legend ho gaya, naya legend, but this legend has come over here as overwriting the previous legend. So since it is overwriting the previous legend, so it will look very ugly, and this will make the thing look means no use of this. So I need to do this. I need to wrap this and write it again. For that, what shall I do? Any idea? How to wrap all these things and rewrite this correctly? Any idea?
So can we cancel the first legend command?
No, cancellation is not allowed. Once you have drawn the graph, cancellation is not allowed. There is no command to cancel it. That repeat the command means what is that? Rewrite the command, that is not possible. You cannot wrap it up. Like in other things.
So can we use RM?
Yeah. Word Excel, you have Control Z. Control Z means take you back to the previous position. That is not available. Yeah. Yes. Yes, please tell.
So can we use RM? So can you use RM that
RM,
for removing?
Remove.
Before that.
Okay, RM.
Yeah.
So RM,
Yeah.
RM then. Let me see RM. You see RM is not working. Or RM legend. Okay, let us have this. Okay. Gitanjali, na? Who is speaking? Gitanjali?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me try RM, and then let's go to the end of the legend. Yeah, and then press enter. No, error is there. So this is not working. So now let us clean this screen. Control L once again. So here, so what we can do is that let us start from the graph itself. So go back, have this graph once again. Now the graph is clean. You can see in the output window. You see the graph is clean. We have got the graph once again. Now no legend is there. Now come back. Now come back. Press the top button. 1, 2. This is the legend 0.6. Okay. Press enter and no. Also remove command. Sorry. We have this. We have this remove command. No. This is the legend. Okay. Now we have the legend in the graph. Now you come back. You see now the legend is there. So this way you have to redraw the graph. Once you redraw the graph, everything will be clean once again as the previous one, and then you place the legend. So legend does not come along with the graph command. Legend has to be drawn separately after the graph is being drawn. So this is how we have drawn the legend. So actually this legend drawing is over. Graph we have got drawn, and then we have this situation. So this is the one we have. Now let us see that in the graph any other thing can be done. First problem that I see in this graph is that there is no x-axis, means there is no reference line, though it does not create a problem, but there is no reference line. Does not look in the traditional way in which we actually draw the graph. So what we do is that we come back, draw the graph once again here, and then after colors we add one of axis, axis dot lty. This is means line, and there are different types of line, out of which we plain line that we generally see, that is number is 1, dotted line number is 3. So like this different options are there. So I draw the same graph once again, LTY axis LTY equal to 1. But remember, once we do this, axis to mil jayega, but the legend will be once again deleted because I am redrawing the graph. I am once again use the plot command. So with this, I go back and see whether it has worked. Yes, now you see x-axis is there and it has terminated from started from China, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, very nicely shown in the graph. Now another problem I see in this graph is that it starts from 0 and it goes up to 15. It does not go to the top. So this is not looking good. So let me go back and let me look at the values. The values, if you look at the values, now you cannot look because I have already used the Control L command, which has made my screen clear. So values are 13, 12, 17, 19. That means maximum value is 19. So if I draw this graph with y-axis level from 0 to 20, then it is very good. It will cover the entire data set. So what I do is that I come here LTY, and then I give comma, and then I give ylim, ylim equal to C, and then 0, 25. So sorry, not full stop, 0, 25, 0, 25, and then bracket. Okay, fine. Now I do this. So after that, let us have a look at the graph. Now you see the graph is looking so nice. So 25 is looking too big. Okay, then I come back here and then I draw it once again, and then I make an adjustment and I make it 20. I make it 20. I press enter. I see the graph. Now the graph will be looking better because there is no khali space much, and you see very nicely it has adjusted itself in this place. So this is very good. This is done. Yeah, and then we have this one that this is bar plot. So we have the bar plot, we have the names of the axis, we have everything else, and then now we want the legend back because legend we have actually deleted like that. So legend, let me check whether the legend position is okay. So I bring it back. CEX6 seem to be very small font size, so I make it 0.8, and then I do this. I press enter. I have a look at the graph. Now the legend is very nicely placed. It is not disturbing any part of the graph. It is at the top corner, and top means top, left means this within the graph, not outside the graph, within the graph, top left. If you write top right, it will go there and it will disturb this bar, which will not look nicely. So this is the way. Any other thing you want to add to the graph, or do you feel that it is complete?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, in the bars, above the bars, we can give the numbers,
Yeah.
like
This is
the
called
value
as,
of corona, the number of corona
yeah.
deaths in China.
Yes, exactly. This is called as value labels. This is called as value labels. That what are the values they are representing. So for that, what is the command? I have drawn the graph. I don't need to disturb the graph. What I want is that I want some text. So first text should appear here, and here. Okay. For this, let us try this command. There is a command called text. It will write some text in the place you want. So for that, what we do is that first we draw the bar diagram. Once again. So we draw the bar diagram, and there is we write V equal to this. Now interesting thing, what happens? Let me not press the enter. Let me show you. Suppose I close this diagram. Now diagram is gone. Now when I press enter, I should get the bar diagram. So I press enter. So okay, so this is the diagram that is appearing here. It is same as that of the previous command, but this entire information is stored in B. The bar plot is drawn and is stored in B. What it is storing? It is storing the x coordinate of each of the bars. X coordinate of each of the bars are stored in B. Now what will happen? We write the text. Then we write B, that is the bar diagram, bar plot itself, and then we write x, that is the value of values, and then equal to x plus 0.3. First you write, then I am telling you what they will be representing, and then x, then CEX equal to 1, and then pos equal to 3. Okay. Now, once we press enter, then we go back to the graph and see what has happened in the graph. You see, you have got this graph. Let me minimize it. It will look better. Now you see it has taken these values 3, 3, 3, 3. What is going on? Okay, let me come back to my command. Some error has taken place. So let me first have the bar diagram. This is okay. Now you see B has saved the coordinate of Y position 0.7, 1.9, 3.1, 4.3. So here I am getting these values, and this is X plus it should be 0.3. So let me make a correction here. It is, instead of comma, it is 0.3, and then X values in CEX1 position equal to 3. Position equal to 3, let us go with this side. Position equal to 3 means at the top of the bar. Position equal to 1 means below the bar. Position equal to 2 means in the left side of the bar. And position equal to 4 means in the right side of the bar. So I want the values at the top of the bar. So I am using position equal to 3. So you can keep a note. Position equal to 3 means top of the bar. So these 4 positions are numbered. Position equal to 1 means within the bar. Position equal to 2 means in the left side of the bar. Position equal to 4 means in the right side of the bar. So this is the position where you want the value. CEX equal to 1, this is the font size. If you want a smaller font size, you can write 0.8, 0.9, 0.7. If you want a bigger font size, you can write 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. This is the font size. Now, these first two values is the value of b. B and x equal to 0.3. Now, this you will give the position. What is b? B values you see 0.7, 1.9, 3.1, 4.3. That means these are the x coordinate values of the text. X coordinate values of the text. Because I have taken this graph entirely and stored in B, what B has taken from this graph? B has taken some coordinate values from the graph. How do I know that B has taken coordinate values? Because when I have typed B and pressed enter, then I have got these values here, which tells me that B has got the coordinate values of the graph. Clear? Now, what is x 0.3? What is x? That is most important. And unless you understand x, you not. So let us see what is x. So let me write capital X, and these are the values. That means what happens here? X. Why I have taken 0.3? Because the first bar came to an end at 13. When I write 0.3, that means 13 plus 0.3. The second bar ended at 12. When I write x plus 0.3, it becomes 12.3. That means little above 12. And then this is 17. 17 plus 0.3. That means little bit more than 17. 17.3. That means the text will be written in 17.3. Similarly 19.3. So these are the values where the y coordinates of the text. B represents the x coordinate of the text. CEX is the font size and POS is the alignment. So it is the alignment of the values at alignment of the values. So I have the positions at 3. So this is the what we get, the coordinate, x coordinate and y coordinate. And then what is this x? This is the value that is to be written. So above the first bar it will write 13. Above the second bar it will write 12. Above the third bar it will write 17. Above the fourth bar it will write 19. So these are the values that will be written. Accordingly we have CEX equal to 1 and position equal to 3. So this is the context. So this is how we get the coordinates and write the values. Now when I do this text and write this, then you see what happens in the graph. The graph will get the coordinates. So this is overwritten the previous one. So earlier there was some error, so that's why it is looking nasty now. So to make the correction, what I shall do is that I will come back. Can you tell what shall I do for getting the correction?
So we can keep on repeating the.
Yeah, we'll go back to the command. So this is, I think, the command. No, this is the B. This is the graph. This is the graph. So I draw the graph once again, and then I get the text here, and I press enter. And then obviously I have to look at the graph and see how. Yeah, what happens? What is the problem happening here? The problem it is happening here is that when I write this, it is going outside the range, because y levels I have fixed from 0 to 20, and when I take 3.3 units more, it is writing somewhere and it is actually getting outside the area of the graph. Now what shall I do in order to get it back? Any idea?
So we will reduce the 0.3 from 0.1 maybe.
Yeah, this is one issue, that 0.3 can be made to 0.1. But another way of looking at it is that you take, instead of taking the y level from 0 to 20, you can take the y level from 0 to 21. Let us check both the things. Let us check. So let us have this. First, let me draw the graph. So graph is drawn. Now I have this, and someone is telling. Who is telling that I make 03 to 01? कौन बोला रे?
Nirman sir.
Nirman. Okay. So you see, you take 0.1. Now let us look at the graph, then see whether Nirman is. Now you see Nirman, you're after calling it to 0.1 also, yet you see this is थोड़ा सा उसका सर जो है कटा हुआ है, सर कलम हो गया 19 का. So that way we can try definitely. We can draw the graph once again, and then we can do this. and we can, instead of taking at 0.1, I can take 0.05. So that will make the thing even closer. And let us look at this. No, abhi bhi dekho, this is yet this is not working nicely. So what we can do is that Nirman ka jo idea hai, this is not working properly. Koi baat nahi, this happens. Instead of making it 20,
Sir, if we,
make it
sir,
20.
if we change the position, sir.
Huh?
If we change the position from position 3 to position 1 within the bar,
पोजीशन 1, तो विद इन द बार कौन देता है? विद इन द बार अच्छा लगता है क्या? बार का ऊपर होने से देखने में अच्छा लगता है, बार का अंदर अच्छा नहीं लगता. So this we make 21 and then we put the text once again back. So we put the text and let us see now. Now I think it will be fine. You see this. You see now, instead of 20, I have taken it to 21. So it has expanded and hence 19 is seen clearly. And graph is showing 20, but it actually goes up to little bit more. Till here the graph is there. Now suppose I want to take this graph. I want to take this graph. So what I do in Word, I am writing some report where I can take this graph. So I'll right click on this graph and there will be one thing like copy as bitmap. So copy as bitmap. I can save it also, save it as a meta file. Or you can print directly, but we don't need to print. We copy as bitmap. So we click on copy as bitmap. So entire thing has get copied and then we take it to Word. Suppose we open something like Word and there I want to import it. And so I take a blank document where I might be writing something, but I want the graph there. So Control V, you see graph has appeared very nicely without any loss of data, font size and everything is clear and distinct, and you can put a nice border also. Okay, okay, format picture. So you can go here, picture, border. This one, acha thoda ye. Oh, we have a nice border. So we have not, but the problem is that you can not change the font size. If you want that, नहीं ये font अच्छा नहीं लगता, मुझको font दूसरा चाहिए, तो font लेकिन change नहीं हो पाता है. उसमें R में कुछ command होगा, I don't know. There might be some command for changing the font. I have to look into it. So by default, it is Arial font which works in R. So this way we can draw a graph and bring it to R. So this way, and okay, legend is not there yet. So for this legend, okay, we have to write the command there. So legend is doing nice. There is no problem with the legend. Okay, I think this legend is fine. So okay, so yeah, legend is there. So everything is perfect now in this graph. We have x-axis, we have y-axis. We have x-axis title, we have y-axis title. We have a title of the graph, we have that also. We have value labels, we have legend, we have different colors. और क्या चाहिए? और क्या चाहिए? बस इतना में खुश रहो, और ज्यादा मत करो. इतना है. और ज्यादा चाहिए तो देखो कैसा क्या चाहिए. Okay. Okay, done. Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay.